Hey everyone, and welcome to Boyz Houze Take the Floor. I know it's been long awaited, but we had some issues. We're here now though. Still having a little bit of sound issues, but we'll get through it. I want you to know that what you're seeing now will probably change. The format will be ever evolving. We don't want you guys to get bored, so we'll be switching it up from week to week with a lot of different stuff. So, what have I missed? It's a new year. A lot's been going on in the last 2 weeks. Jeff Bezos, Amazon CEO, stepped down. And now, interestingly enough, he wants to focus on space. Elon Musk wants to focus on space. What is it about space that these billionaires know that we don't know that's got them so obsessed with getting off this planet? We should find out. Superbowl. We can talk about it. I don't necessarily want to. I didn't like either of the teams, but you gotta watch the Super Bowl. Halftime show, not good. Game, not good. Seemed a little rigged. A lot of television and sports is seeming a little rigged lately. But congratulations, Tom Brady. The weekend. First off, I want to start with, why do we keep getting these young performers to do the halftime show? The halftime show, the Super Bowl in general, is a family show. The halftime show should include a person who is a family-oriented performer. A Bruce Springsteen, a Cher, someone who can encompass a lot of different generations, who will bring people and actually make them entertain and watch. And then he had the audacity the weekend to perform by himself. Michael Jackson didn't perform by himself. Prince didn't perform by himself. Beyonce didn't perform by herself. But you had the audacity, after having a career for about 8.5 years, to perform by yourself with no special guests at all. And ordinarily, when you are asked to do a large performance of that magnitude, either you're going to do the Grammys, you're going to do any major performance, you prepare for it. He's known, I think, since November that he was going to be the Super Bowl performer. And unlike anyone else I know in art, entertainment, performing, dance, singing, instead of getting in shape, The Weeknd actually gained weight. Look at pictures of him from November, look at pictures of him from the Super Bowl. He actually gained weight. It's crazy to me. But the songs that I liked. Most people don't know most of the songs that he sang. That was the Super Bowl. What else has been happening? Aaron Carter, who is a friend of mine, is now slated to fight or box Lamar Odom. My money is on Aaron, not because he's a friend, but because Lamar Odom, you got a lot wrong with you, bro. You shouldn't be signing up to be in any sort of physical altercation. Like, you get one hit to the head. Good luck to both of them. But my money's on Aaron Carter. Britney Spears. That was the big talk last week. Britney Spears. I never really knew a lot about this Britney Spears Free Britney movement. I never knew a lot about the conservatorship. I just knew from what I saw, just seeing her on stage, seeing her doing interviews, that something's slightly off with Britney Spears. It's been that way for a while. So it wasn't ever odd to me that someone else was in control of certain aspects of her life. I am interested to see how this plays out though, because I watched that documentary and it was very interesting. So it seems more to me like the family's fighting over her because she has the money. This is what happens with celebrities, I guess. Everyone's talking about Kim and Kanye getting divorced. That is not a shock. Many people who know me know that I predicted when they were initially engaged to be married that they would get married, that they would have kids, and I predicted that soon after they would get divorced. A lot of this TV, a lot of their relationship, a lot of many public figures' relationships that they show in public are very manipulated. It's not a coincidence. This is the series finale of the Kardashians, and now all of a sudden you're gonna watch their divorce play out on the last season. What a coincidence. It was a marriage for appearances. It was a marriage for... It worked for them. While it worked for them, the show's over, so now there's no need to work together. Contract's over. What else is happening? Tiger Woods just got into a terrible car accident. Well wishes to him. A lot of people are debating whether he'll play golf again, and I love that's the first thing people go to. Not, will he be able to walk? Because I'm sure that's primarily what he cares about. He's played golf for a long time. I think he had already been talking about not playing in the upcoming Masters. There was a lot of talk of him not playing golf already even before this accident, but I mostly care that he gets better. If he wants to play golf, he can play golf. But Tiger Woods, at this point in his career, could open a golf school and just teach golf. You don't even have to be there. You could hire other pros to come to the school. Your name is on every hole, and you just teach golf. But his son, I think, is going to be the next big guy. The Golden Globes were on last night. What a crazy, nonsensical, COVID-ridden, Zoom, stay-at-home, non-glamorous. I mean, some of the outfits people still got dressed up, but that was an interesting Golden Globes. I watched literally for like 10 minutes, and I saw Maya Rudolph and Kenan Thompson do some sort of skit where they were doing an awkward acceptance speech. I love Maya Rudolph, never been a huge fan of Kenan, but he's funny sometimes. That skit was a bomb, and I turned away and never turned back. Like, something about most of these award shows during the COVID era is not really, it doesn't feel like the same thing. Some of them, though, have actually fared better in COVID times than they have ever in recent years. Like the MTV VMAs, the best award show from MTV period that I've seen probably since I was not far out of high school. And a lot of the fact that they were able to digitally edit their performances, make it more like music videos, it was a very entertaining award show, even though it pretty much revolved around a 40-foot soundstage and a lot of green screen. It wasn't that bad. I was shocked, though, last night on the Golden Globes at the flight attendant in one of my very favorite shows, Kaylee Cuoco. If you're not watching this, if you haven't seen it, it's on HBO Max. Well, it's amazing. Just watch it. She's a flight attendant who's also an alcoholic who wakes up in the first episode, and you'll just have to watch and see. But I was shocked because she did a great job portraying an alcoholic through every element, I felt like, of a wave of an alcoholic would take. So I was shocked that she didn't win, but she was a little odd throughout the night. They had showed her earlier in the night when they were just showing all the nominees, and everybody was talking on the Zoom, and she just kind of sat there like either she didn't know if she was allowed to speak or she just felt like she was too good to do anything but smile. It was a little weird. Like everybody else was talking back and forth on the Zoom, and she just kind of sat there smiling and giggling. It was a little off-putting, but I still love her acting. Bonding too. If you're not watching Bonding on Netflix, it's an interesting little freaky show, but it has a nice storyline and it's an interesting take, I feel like, on that content. But the way they're written and acted and the plot twists and the way they put them together, they make very weird subject matter very enjoyable to watch. So if you're not watching that, that's another good show to watch on Netflix. And that's all I got for you. The Masked Singer's coming back soon, though. Everyone knows who knows me that I rave for The Masked Singer. I promote for The Masked Singer. I love The Masked Singer as if it was my idea. And that part of that is because it was one of my ideas. But, you know, there's there's a lot of people in the world, so you gotta act fast or someone's gonna take your idea and make it an actual thing while you're waiting in the dust thinking about things. They got The Masked Dancer now, and then Wayne Brady has a show coming out, which is a spin-off of that too, which I haven't seen yet, but that's coming up. What else is coming up? The Grammys are coming up this month, so we're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're just getting started on Take the Floor. Up next, you're gonna have Tommy K and Jesse. They're gonna chill us all the way down and lift us up with an interesting, cool conversation. They're always talking about some weird yet clever and interesting things while doing a lot of weird and clever and interesting things during it. So stay here for that. We'll be right back.